What's up, guys? Black as Night here, and today I want to come at you guys with a Madolche deck profile. Um, I was actually going to upload something yesterday. I was going to upload a Ghost in the Past opening another one, but I didn't. I wasn't feeling it. I didn't pull a Ghost Rare, which is probably part of the reason. But I wasn't really feeling it when I was doing it. So I didn't want to upload that. So I decided to sink my time into putting together this deck profile. I've been doing a little bit of testing, and play testing and theorying and all that stuff. So I feel like I got a pretty good idea of the way the deck should be played. So let's get into it. So start off, we play with the one Pudding Cess. This card is probably one of the more divisive cards in the deck. A lot of people don't really like it in the main deck. People side deck it, so we're not running it at all. But I think this card is really good. It can do a lot. It has a lot of utility in the deck. Of course, it can do all of your chocolate a la mode combos, but also like it can out things potentially like the Buster Lock, which isn't like super relevant, but it comes up. You can pop when the battles. You can pop a card in the field whenever it battles, and that's a pretty good effect. I think it comes up. It can come up a lot and help out problematic cards like Mystic Mine or what have you. So the card's pretty nice. It's not the best card to draw, but it's pretty good. Next we played triple Madolche. Kind of blow through these. Triple Pudding Cess and triple Jelly. These are pretty self-explanatory. These are all your starters. Having this many like one card starters is really cool. It means there's a lot. It's like really hard to like brick. You can still brick. Like I've done it with a couple of test hands, but still been able to find ways to play. So that's it for like these. And then there's 2 Hoot Cake and 2 Messenger Gelato. Through play testing, I feel like you can actually cut this to 1. Because there's ways like if you draw into it, you can like put it back on the deck and like loop it out of the deck anyway. Those combos rely on Salon though, so I guess it's kind of like if you don't have Salon and you draw this card, your combos are kind of stopped. But because I've done a test hand where I open like both of these and a Salon, and I think I had I want to say it was one of the starters, I think Petting Sensor, and I was able to like put this back on the deck, put one copy back on the deck, and still loop that one a couple times to get your advantage going. So, but yeah, I think it's mostly due to Salon that this card can be used if you draw into it, but still, we'll test it more and see how it goes. But I think 2 is probably the right number. Rest of the cards we play 2 Chateau, 2 Salon, and 1 Ticket. So that's it for the Madolche cards. Well, actually, we'll play 1 Promenade as well. Excuse me. But I want to talk about a couple of these. I like Double Chateau in this deck a lot because this card is a combo enabler. It's not an extender, or like by itself, it doesn't do much. But the fact that you can use it multiple times on a turn and shuffle your Madolches back into the deck gives you a lot of utility with your chocolate a la mode and keeps your Petting Sensor live in later stages of the game. Being able to put one in the grave and be able to shuffle it back into the deck and use it again is really cool. You can set it off of Salon, set it off of Messenger Gelato, and you can even loop Promenade. I kind of wanted to play 2 still, but you can still use it. Like, you can use it and then shuffle it back into the deck and then set it off of the Salon again. and use it that way. But that's it for the Madolche cards. On to the generic spells. We're playing a triple pot of prosperity and double pot of extravagance. Playing both pots seems kind of weird at first, but there's different ways you can use each one for like different, like depending on the hand, depending on the situation. You can use extravagance if you open it. Like if you open both of these in like different scenarios, you can use this to like dig into your starters if you don't have one. You can use this one, which is nice. You can use this one if you get disrupted and you would still try to combo off. You can dig 6 cards into your deck to try to get a way to continue playing. So I like the versatility between playing both. You can't use both in the same turn. You really shouldn't have to, because there's enough cards in the deck, there's enough fuel in the deck to get you going pretty quickly, so you should be able to get what you need without having to use them. There's even times when I draw these cards and still don't have to use it because I have everything I need, which is a petting Cesur or a Madolche. But still, I think these are really nice to have access to and different options for different situations. And then we do play some hand traps as well. These are like I feel like the best hand traps you could potentially play in this deck. And I'll talk about a few. I'll talk about some of those choices as well. We play triple Nibiru and triple Infinite Impermanence. So Nibiru's kind of self-explanatory. It's like the best, because this deck can't afford to play a ton of hand traps because of the way the petting Cesur works. So playing a card like Nibiru really gives you the best, sort of impact, the highest impact hand trap without having to conflict with petting Cesur. And Nibiru can also give you aid you in OTKing your opponent because he's a 3K beater, which the deck can put up OTKs like nothing, and it makes it even easier if you already start your turn off with a 3K body. So that's really nice. Impermanence is kind of weird, but kind of not at the same time. I was thinking about cards I can play to help disrupt my opponent, and originally I was going to play Trap Trick, which is why I threw it in as a way to have another disruption. But then I didn't end up putting Trap Trick in, but I kept this because this card is not a monster, and it's still a disruption, and it helps with things like Verte Anaconda, and it can just straight up shut off cards like Borlo Savage or Apollosa, which is cool, and Winda if your opponent does it before you have committed a card to the field. So this is kind of like the best catch-all type of blanket negate for a monster. So pretty much the biggest thing is I wanted to stop Verte Anaconda from ruining my life, because Dragoon is a pretty annoying card to deal with, even though Tiramisu can really deal with him easily. I just wanted to have that extra insurance, I guess. And we played the last hand trap we're playing is 2 Heavenly Zephyr Miradora. This is the card I wanted to test the most out of every single card choice I made in the deck. I feel like this card is kind of a sleeper and a good disruptive card, because its activation can't be negated, its effect cannot be negated, which is really cool. It basically turns off an effect of a monster, so it's special summon from the extra deck, and it can be summoned from your hand when your opponent summons a monster from the extra deck with 2,000 or more attack points. And then it turns off the effect of the monster. You can target a monster summoned from the extra deck and turn its effects off. Well, it says it can't activate their effects while this card is placed up on the field. So we can use it to stop things like Apollosa, Boiled Savage, Rusty Bardiche, like cards like that can just that can be problematic dealing with. Unfortunately, this card does target, so it can't be used to stop a card like Dragoon and Verte has 500 attack, so you can't actually summon this card if it's on Verte. But you can actually summon this card if it's on Verte and then attempt to summon something else. Afterwards, you could summon this and target the Verte and turn off its effects. Just something I wanted to try out. Other cards these could be kaijus. You could play alphas. There are beasts in this deck. There's only one though. It's only Fruitcake, but beast. It's a beast nonetheless. You can play Pankertops. You can play more. You can play other trap cards. But I really wanted to try out the Miradora because I feel like this card's really cool, and I think it'll have its place one day, and I kind of wanted to give it a shot. Now, I still need some more testing because I actually haven't drawn the card while testing yet. On to the rest of the deck. We play Triple Solemn Strike and 2 Ice Dragon's Prison. These are pretty self-explanatory. Which is good trap cards. We play 1 Gravedigger Trap Hole because we play Rafflesia, and 1 Red Reboot. Since this deck can play so many 1-card starters and it doesn't need much to get going, I can afford to play cards like Red Reboot, Nibiru, Miradora, Impermanence, things like that don't take up, they don't necessarily have a high impact every single game, like against every single deck, but you have the option to have it in case you play against something like a heavy trap deck. Since the deck can OTK really easily, main decking Red Reboot makes a lot of sense to me, and there's a couple combos in the deck that you can actually use the Rafflesia and still have full combo, which I can talk about after the extra deck portion. But yeah, I feel like these are good traps to play in the deck. Of course, you can mix up whatever you want. If I take out Rafflesia out of the extra deck, you can take out the Gravedigger, you can take out the Red Reboot. You can play whatever you would like. But these are what I've been testing out and what I like so far. That's it for the main deck. 40 cards. I think it's pretty solid. On to the extra deck. Probably the easiest thing to go through. Triple of all of the Madolche Exceeds. They're all really good. They all get the job done. But 2 of the Link because we wanted to fit some other stuff in the deck. So I think the Link is probably the most expendable. The 1 Rafflesia, the 1 AA Zeus, and then we play 1 Unicorn and 1 Phoenix for our generic-ish Link monsters. So, alright, so basically, to do the Rafflesia turn 1 play, all you need to do is open up Salon and open up Madolche. So basically, you activate Salon and normal summon Madolche. Madolche can search any Madolche in the deck, even a copy of itself, which is really cool. Use traditional normal summon on the Madolche. Madolche will grab the Petting Circle this time, and then you can just overlay these 2 into a Rafflesia and have protection against something like Nibiru or any other type of hand trap that could threaten to stop you. And then you can just reveal your Petting Thistle in hand and proceed to Madolche combo away. So that was a pretty cool application for Rafflesia and Gravedigger Trap Hole. But that was the deck, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys found it any sort of informative, Please hit the like button. Consider subscribing for more awesome Yu-Gi-Oh content. This has been Black as Night, and I will catch you guys in the next one.